Hello everybody, Dan here. Welcome back to Daily Soap Dish. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button down below because we cover a ton of 90 Day Fiancé right here on the channel. All right, so let's get right into it, guys. This video is about Angela Deem and her husband, Michael Ilisami. Now, her runaway husband, Michael Ilisami. So you guys know the story by now. A few weeks ago, Michael decided to basically go off for a walk and never come back to Angela's place. Now, Angela called the cops and basically said that, her husband went missing. She was actually afraid for him on that police call that we played a couple of videos back. And, as it turned out, a couple of days later, Michael basically went to the police, turned himself in, and said that he had to run away from Angela because he was in fear for his life. And he's been in hiding ever since. He did a video that he sent to Kiki and Kibit's Instagram influencer for reality TV, where he said, guys, I'll say more when the time is right, but I don't have any social media accounts. So that's kind of the update. It's still there. However, Angela has recently went back on social media and went back on the attack and also on the defense. So she's kind of putting out these cryptic posts, attacking Michael, but also defending herself, defending her innocence, defending her name, trying to clear her good name because she feels like Michael has tarnished that and he has kind of took a big, massive dump all over Angela's good name because of the things that he said and alleged against her. So let's take a look at what's going on. Now, before we do, guys, I was just browsing Reddit and this popped up. So if you guys don't know what Angela Mima looked like in high school, or sophomore, junior, and senior, so you could have here some pictures of what Angela looked like. So people are always trying to dig up stuff on these 90 Day Fiancé cast members, and you can see the change in Angela when she was younger. And so, of course, now she's got a ton of work done, and she looks a lot different. And she got all of those surgeries and operations that she did, which of course Michael wasn't really a crazy fan, for her to get those, but she got them anyways. All right, so let's take a look at what's going on here with Angela Deem. So Angela claims that she didn't damage the relationship with Michael, so she's playing the blame game after viewers cheer for Michael on finally leaving the toxic marriage. Angela claims innocence in relationship issues with Michael, hinting at a betrayal and even cheating. Now, of course, it's not the first time. You guys know, if you've been following the story, which I know you have, because you guys all love Angela videos. Even though you all hate her, you all click on these videos. I told you guys that in my last video, and you're still clicking on it, but it's okay. This is the hot story on this current season of Happily Ever After, even though it appears that Angela and Michael won't be appearing for at least a couple of episodes, and that's kind of created some rumors that perhaps TLC might have finally taken action against them, but I think that we'll see them on episode 5 or episode 6. If not, then I think Angela has a serious problem, but that's my gut feeling. Angela claims innocence. She takes to Instagram stories to express her feelings subtly, and she doesn't name Michael, and so I wonder why. Now, Angela hints that Michael planned to leave her upon arrival. So she's saying that Michael basically premeditated this whole thing. She's hinting that this is a marriage scam and that he planned this out basically when he was still in Nigeria. And of course, in the last video, we also went over Angela's friend, John Yates, who also covers 90 Day Fiancé and other reality TV, who called Michael a Yahoo boy, which is like a term for Nigerian men that are involved in romance scams and things of that nature. And so Angela kind of going down this path that, Michael basically scammed her. But the thing is, though, if Angela really had a problem with Michael, and she did, right? But if she really had a problem with Michael, why would she have finally went through the steps of bringing him to the U.S.? She already knew Michael. I mean, there wasn't much that she didn't know about him. She kind of probably knew that he was at least partially involved in this relationship because he wanted the green card. But, I mean, that's just common sense. Michael is 32. Angela's like 56, 57. Massive chain smoker and, in bad health and absolutely nasty temperament. and personality. And so, obviously, unless she's not as smart as she thinks she is, which she might not be, obviously Michael was in it for something. Now, Michael is not a horrible guy. I mean, at least from what we've seen on the show, he has a mild temperament, and he can take abuse from what we've seen, because Angela has dished out tons of abuse towards Michael, and he's mostly taking it while keeping a cool and level head. And there's not many men like that out there in the world that would take the abuse Angela dishes out the way Michael does. So it leads me to believe that he's not the worst guy out there, but Angela is trying to make you believe that he's an absolutely disgusting piece of human scum that, she might try to get him deported, is really what she's hinting at. So she's making shocking claims about her current relationship with Michael after he went missing in February. Angela and Michael have been a controversial couple since 90 Day Fiancé, before 90 Day Season 2, when they first made their appearance on the show. Now, she's had aggressive behavior towards Michael, such as shouting at him, berating him on camera. And, fans obviously took notice to that and, realized that Angela was basically treating Michael like a slave. Because, of course, we know besides all of the abuse, the screaming, the shouting, she's even put her hands on him a few times, also smashed his car, destroyed his property. She's basically done pretty much everything. And if the roles were reversed and Angela was a man, going to a foreign country and doing all of those things, I think TLC would have taken action against her by now. They haven't. Like I said, I think if the roles were reversed, it would be different. There would be huge uproar about a man being that abusive to a woman on the show. And I'm not trying to say that men have it bad or anything like that. That's not my point here. I'm just saying that I think TLC would have taken a different path. Okay, so Angela's aggressive behavior towards Michael, such as her shouting, gave her a bad name. He came to the U.S. in December, and just within a couple of months, he disappeared from Angela's house. Michael told the police he didn't want Angela to know his location. 90 Day Fiancé star Angela is claiming she's innocent and had nothing to do with why things went wrong between her and Michael. Angela's Instagram stories have become a means for her to express what's going on in her head, even though she doesn't choose to name and shame Michael. I'm not interested in repairing relationships I did not damage. You crossed the line, not me, so I'm good. They would have kept lying if you never found out. Remember that, she says. Angela has been reposting cryptic posts from other Instagram accounts that best help her talk about her current mood. She lets her IG stories do the talking these days, and recently she shared a post from Andrew Wager live, and that was the message that we just went over there. Now, should Angela have divorced Michael on the last resort? So Angela's message suggested that Michael crossed the line. Meanwhile, a different story from Angela suggested that Michael would have kept lying if she never found out. Angela's indirect messages for Michael might be her trick to avoid sharing spoilers so she doesn't ruin the happily ever after season 8 for viewers. Unfortunately for Angela, a lot of information about her relationship, which was revealed after Mike went missing, has already spoiled her storyline, but she's yet to appear in this current season with Michael. Angela married Michael in January of 2020 after having waited for his K-1 visa to be approved for over 3 years. Now, the next roadblock in that relationship was, of course, the COVID-19 pandemic. Not just in theirs, but in many relationships around the world that were long distance was very problematic. Angela was anticipating Michael's visa approval with a lot of enthusiasm. She even decided to lose 100 pounds with weight loss surgery so she could look younger for her younger husband. But of course, we know that he did not want her to do that because he just doesn't believe in those kinds of surgeries. And she didn't listen to him. She went ahead and did it anyways. And the thing is, though, let's be honest here. The reason why Angela did those surgeries is not for Michael. It's for other men, because Angela has been flirting with other men for years and years and years. I remember her Canadian guy, I forget his name now, that she had even on the show, and then there was a little back and forth with Michael. She was very flirty with that guy. She was also very flirty with Dr. Obang. There were rumors that they might have had a fling going on as well. And she's been flirty with other people. She's very flirty all the time. Any man that gives her attention, she's more than happy to give that attention back. And so, I don't know. She talks a lot about karma, but she doesn't seem to look in the mirror very much, which I think she should do a little more of. But of course, Angela's not going to do that. So, Angela discovered Michael had kept a secret Instagram page and allegedly was cheating on her. She got the divorce paper ready. However, she tore them up to fix her marriage. And then they went on the last resort, which seemed to work out pretty well for them. Now, Angela is hinting at Michael having planned to leave her as soon as he arrived in the USA. And she always suspected that Michael was not truthful to her, and his claiming that he fears his life when he's around her had proved Angela right. Perhaps Angela and Michael's segments will reveal if Michael did orchestrate his escape from Angela while also letting her openly explain her own side of the story. Now, if we do go on her Instagram, and this is her Instagram right here. If we look, this is what she posts. Sometimes you have to keep your good news to yourself. Everybody is not genuinely happy for you. She says that. They would have kept lying if you never found out. Remember that. God said you'll win in front of them. So Angela thinks she's like some kind of, she has like this, I don't know, this Napoleon I guess that's the wrong way to say it, but she really thinks that she's this special, chosen kind of person. And even chosen by God. That's what she thinks. Would you trust a friend that's cool with the enemy? If they play both sides, they gotta go. That's what she says. The ones who throw shade at you will end up copying you because they've examined you so closely, searching for faults that they unknowingly found inspiration. I just don't. Angela must be crazy. I just don't, like, her mind just, it must be filled with just so, she must be crazy. If she really believes this, she must be crazy. That's all I can say. I mean, she really thinks very highly of herself, right, guys? She thinks that she has no faults. This is what she's saying. She thinks that she has no faults, and she's an inspiration. Oh, Angie, that's a funny one. That's a good one. What do you guys think about that? Let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section down below. Best revenge is showing them your life got better after they left. Well, the thing is, though, Angela is posting all of this, but how did her life get better? All she's doing, she's been doing this for weeks, is just posting quotes about how her life got better, but it doesn't look like it did. It looks like she is, mad, angry. She's resentful. It doesn't really appear that her life got better. Why would her life get better if she brought her husband from Nigeria to the USA and that husband dumped her basically almost the minute he got into the USA and basically tried to file a police report on her, try to leave her and get legal status in the USA without her? It's rejection. I don't really understand why she thinks that her life would have gotten better in this situation. It makes absolutely no sense. Obviously, she's trying to convince herself that it did, but it didn't. Your worth isn't defined by others' opinion. So there you have what Angela is posting on her Instagram recently. So I think this is called delusion. I think it's, what being delusional looks like. I don't know if you guys agree with that, but that's kind of what it sounds like to me. Being delusional combined with being extremely narcissistic, thinking extremely highly of herself to the point that Angela thinks that she has no faults. I find that absolutely hilarious coming from Angie, the woman that's been abusing Michael for, multiple years, seasons upon seasons of 90 Day Fiancé. She's also even pissed off and broken up with her old friend, Jojo. If you guys remember Jojo from a couple of years ago, Jojo was her best friend and literally did everything for Angela. She was a good friend for Angela. But Jojo left Angela because basically Angela's head got too big for her shoulders, and Jojo just couldn't handle being around Angela anymore. So those two have broken up. Angela has tons of faults, but she recognizes absolutely none of them. And I just find it a little funny reading through that because it's like reading through the delusions of a very incredibly narcissistic person. But that's where we stand right now. So Angela is hinting at no wrongdoing whatsoever. This is all Michael's fault. So basically, she's denying the allegations that Michael was fearing for his life. And so we'll see what happens next with these two. Now, in the piece that we went over, it talked about how we might find some answers on this current season of 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After about what happened with Michael running away. I'd say it's possible, but this is the issue. I don't think it's going to happen because, well, the tell-all was filmed weeks before the season premiere dropped. I think about 3 weeks. So I'm not even sure how that whole situation fits into the timeline. I don't believe it's possible that the Michael and Angela, the storyline that we're seeing currently play out in real life, I don't believe it's possible that it fits inside the timeline that we're going to see, I believe, on Happily Ever After if TLC doesn't cancel them, because that timeline is basically from when Angela goes to Nigeria. They try to get, Michael's visa approved and all of that stuff, and then they come to the U.S. I believe them coming to the U.S. will be, if we see them, will be basically the end of this current season. And so they would have to fast forward a lot. They would have to jump through a lot of hoops to include what transpired just literally a couple of weeks before, because it's around the same time that supposedly, and this is according to, I believe, John Yates, the tell-all was filmed, maybe even a little after. So I don't think we'll see this on this current season, but I guess you never know, but doesn't sound likely. So that's the update for today, guys. Just wanted to bring you the latest in the Angela and Michael saga. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a big thumbs up. Please let me know what you make of all these crazy ramblings by Angela in the comment section down below, because to me, they're pretty crazy. But you guys let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you guys very soon. Take care.